What's up guys, welcome to another episode of But Does It Spin, and today we're going to be opening more Volume 27, but because we already opened the two remakes, we only have the Dynamite Battle ones to go. And since we already said that we're not going to be battling the remakes against the Dynamite Battle ones, we do have to open two of them at the same time so that we can have a battle within the random booster volume. So let's go open these two babies up to see what we get. But before we continue, leave us a like if you've been enjoying this series and consider subscribing not to lose any future videos of But Does It Spin. So are you ready? Let's go. Here we are with everything out of the boxes, and this of course is Vanish Longinus. What a fantastic looking Beyblade. It is completely red, very beautiful. I do like this color scheme quite a bit, and the stickers on it as well. I do like that a lot. That said, all of these parts are stuff we've seen before, so I will try to be a little brief on them. The Longinus core, of course, the main gimmick is that he has metal parts on it. Not everything is metal, but you can definitely tell that this part is metal, and so the core will add to the weight of the overall Beyblade, specifically more in the center, which is always nice. The blade itself, of course, is made of rubber, just like the original Vanish as well. Since this is a left spin, it will be mostly for spin stealing. As you see, there aren't too strong of any attacks, maybe here, but nothing too crazy because, of course, this is not a blade made to attack. This is more to absorb impacts and to steal spins. That said, I do vaguely remember reading somewhere that this red rubber does have a different texture than the blue rubber, and so that they may act differently. I didn't pay too much attention at the time because it was a little more complex than I like to read about Beyblades, but there is that, so we will have to check that out. The armor that came with it is a 7. The reason it is called a 7 is because it has 4 blades on one side and 3 on the other. That makes it a little unbalanced. That makes it so that one side will carry a heavier weight when spinning, so it can make things a bit unbalanced, but it should make things interesting. The forge disc that came with it is the Nexus, which obviously on this part, this is the piece that would go for Holy King Belial, but you know, it is just a Nexus. You can put an S gear on it or a D gear on it now, but of course we're going to be doing this video without putting any gears on it. Its main feature is that it does have 8 blades that cut through the air very nicely, and will make the Beyblade be able to stabilize quite well. It's nothing fantastic, but it's not bad either. The driver that came with it is a Moment, and of course y'all know I do like the Moment. It does have a round tip and a free spinning cup around it. We did see this with Dynamite Kirby's on Random Volume 29, and I think this is fantastic. Of course, because the tip is spherical, it will have more friction with the arena, but it will move around quite a bit, and the cup is there to help it with knockout resistance and also to be able to balance quite well, as it will move along even when it's tilting. So you know, it's pretty nice, but the downside is that when this destabilizes quite a bit, it won't be able to come back. So you know, there's that, but for the most part, it is an amazing driver. Now moving on to Astral Fafnir. This also is a very beautiful Beyblade. I do like the color scheme quite a bit. It's a white dragon with red motifs, and purple flames. Very cool, very cool. Of course, despite this blade having two sides, the lower and right spinning side being black and very beautiful, the top left spinning side is white and red. And of course, with the Fafnir, it will strictly be spinning leftwise and not right. But if you do want to spin it right with a different core, it does look pretty fantastic. Fafnir's core does come with decent teeth. I do like them quite a bit. That said, there's not much to be said about him. The Astral blade, of course, when it's spinning left, it does have rubber parts as well. This red part is rubber, so he can steal some spins as well. But seeing as its opponent is a Vanish, which is also left spinning, it won't be stealing any spins here. The armor that comes with it is a 0, which is very symmetrical, very nice. It is an armor that you can put in practically any DB Beyblade and have a decent performance out of it. I do like it quite a bit. Now the disc that came with it is a Karma, which as we know, it has 10 little blades. At that when it's spinning, it does create a downward force, supposedly. Supposedly, but because it is jagged like this and spinning the opposite way, when it falls, it will hurt your life after death. It will affect it negatively. So there's that, but it does look very cool. The driver that came with it is a Venture, and from this Beyblade, this of course is the part that would go on to Holy King Belial. Venture, of course, it does have a flat tip on there. It will spin around somewhat calm, though you can have some patterns on there because it is flat. That said, the ring around it is rubber, so that when it tilts, it will grab onto the arena and move around more aggressively. It is an attack type driver, and it is a very decent one. This, of course, you can put the V gear on it if you really want, but we're going to be doing this video without any addition. So these are the parts. Let's assemble them, test them out, and battle them against each other. And that's it, folks. As you saw, Vanish Longinus did win. He did get hit really hard by Astral Fafnir though, but the rubber sides did absorb the impact quite a bit. That said, several times we did see Vanish Fafnir leaning too much and stay scraping, and he couldn't recover very well from that, specifically because of moment. But he still managed to beat Fafnir. Fafnir, he did started to lose once he started scraping on the arena. But yeah, take the conclusions you like from that. Leave us a like if you've enjoyed this video and subscribe to see more videos like this. Obviously, we're focusing more on Beyblades, but we also do bring some other spin tops from time to time. And sometimes we miss stuff that are not even spin tops, but then we try to spin them anyway just to see if we can. So if you're into stuff like this, I'll see you next time, and until then, stay nerdy, guys.